Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds legit, man.
It's open late, too. Hey, what's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show him.
Fool, I know he didn't say that. About you? He about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are gonna love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly, MP. But some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP, okay? All due respect, Donna, my client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay, floor is yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look. On the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, that's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this.
Trash talk quest. Let's see. 2 options. Outscore him or shut him down. Or humble him and he starts cold. Got it. I'm going with this one. Fire back and prove it on the court. I have to outscore Anthony Edwards by 10 and win the game. All right, I'm gonna try.
You know I had to say something to him. Yeah,
standing on business.
You already know, yes, sir.
Not what I would have done, but you are your own person. I just hope for everyone's sake, you can back it up.
It's not an issue, Donna. I got this.
If we lose, I don't want to see even one photo of the two of you at Korean barbecue. The optics would be horrible. Are we clear?
Yeah. MP, man, you sure you got this?
Don't even worry about it, man. You know I got this. All right, man.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mike Conley.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Some big guys down front on the block, Towns and Gobert. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jay out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Randall in at the 5 down low. Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two surprises.
Let's go, Knicks.
It might be a team-driven surprise, or
Where's
maybe the
Edwards at?
emergence of a player that was unexpected.
Talking on that
but that
shit.
is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to
I got it.
exceed expectations of them.
Yo,
Same
Randy,
thing can
give
be
me the
said of
ball.
teams.
And with the season in its stretch run, NB's been out to prove that his name
Let's go.
should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that
What's up?
all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth
I'm right here,
is
I'm
to
right here.
help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
Here's Jay. We saw him with 29 points last game. No good with the elbow jump.
Okay.
So for New York, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
I'm tired.
Shot clock at 5.
I took way too much time.
Gobert against Randall. It's good.
Let's
He
go.
makes his first shot of the game.
Okay, Julius.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Towns. Last game he had 13. Here's Conley. Bridges with the board. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Get in there. Oh, my God.
Last time they met was in Minnesota.
I got it.
Yeah,
Your
and
heart.
looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Jay.
I'm not playing.
Jay's got 5 now.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the 76ers was superb. He added 29 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. He was focused.
Bridges.
He fed off of his energy, and they'll try to do that again tonight. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to
Come on,
find
we got
this
this.
guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing
What's up,
to
Edwards?
ride it all night long.
Here's McDaniels. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Towns for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's
Come on,
the confidence
Knicks.
of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Some worry, Doris, about a log jam up front for the Timberwolves, but it seems to have worked out.
It certainly has, Kevin, and I think part of that is the high skill level of both Karl Anthony Towns and Naz Reid. Both of those guys can play the 4 and the 5 spot. What does that mean? Well, it allows either of them to line up next to Rudy Gobert, provide spacing with their shooting, and stay big. That's a huge advantage.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
First one falls for him.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Cody Zeller's checked in for Randall. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mikal
Rudy
Bridges.
Gobert, he
and
made
Miles
2.
McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics
what's
lover,
up?
but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Move.
Pass to Dillingham. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah.
The Knicks leading by 6. From 13, and the basket by Jay. Jay's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is
on
searching
now.
for. Consistency. They're
Oh,
giving
Big
this guy
Cat.
a chance to carry the offense
What's up?
once again.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Good. and
Ooh,
his
left
goes
him
to
wide
town.
open.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
And he goes in
Too
for the
easy.
dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage
All
of
right,
offense.
pretty good first
Knicks
quarter for me.
lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in,
they're gonna
the second
sit my
quarter of
ass
action is
down.
where- Group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
All right, we're looking decent.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed.
AE.
Towns comes in
Let's
for
go.
Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the 76ers. We've got Cody Zeller, Miles McBride out there with Jay. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Okeke.
Come on,
in at
Knicks,
small
with the
forward.
defense.
So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Jay. He's got 13. Okeke passes to McBride. Here's Jay. Edwards defending.
Yo, just give me the ball.
Here's Jay. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Man, I thought that was in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's Edwards on the wing.
Whoa,
And that's
whoa,
out of
whoa,
bounds.
what was that?
It was last touched by McDaniel.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be
That was
smarter
terrible.
in those exchanges.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Damn,
Yeah,
I'm
but if
shooting
you
like
think about it,
crazy.
with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
It's
Kevin,
about time.
Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive
All right,
player
let's
of the
take it
year
easy.
awards all time, but he's challenging himself.
Let me
to
make
do
smarter
more
shots.
offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Yo,
And
I
he
thought that
didn't
was
punish them for
good.
the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
I can't do nothing with that.
Flat
Oh, you
moving with
flexing?
intent and
Yo, hold on, hold on,
purpose.
hold
The
on.
big-time finish by Carl
All right, Big
Anthony.
Cat. Try this again.
Jay sinks the triple. Jay's
That's
got
what I
18
wanted to do
points
the
in
first
game.
time.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Conley scanning the floor. McDaniels gets a wide open look, and he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
Well, at the start of the voting, the leaders are the guys that everyone already knows. As you go along, usually new guys enter the mix.
Every year it's a compelling story. Those guys who weren't expected to make an All-Star impact doing just that. So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Knicks.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams would probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable over the course of a long season.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. On-court spots filled by McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Here's Edwards.
Oh, good defense.
With the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Back to Brunson, 6 on the shot clock. Bridges
Come on, JB.
Brunson with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards.
What's up, Edwards?
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
It's about time he scored.
Home the 3.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Jay. 18 points for him. Pass to Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. He gets that one. Jay's got 20 points.
Yeah, come on.
3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, defensively, Doors, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really
good foul.
the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2020.
I got to Anthony
so
too
many
late.
ways to
That's a
shut
good
down
foul,
what you're
Randall.
trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Achua, he's checked in for New York. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Okay, move.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was.
What the hell was
Beyond
that?
Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
That free throw good from Randall.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
And New York making a change here.
Oh,
Even
gee,
Genzo's
what
checked
happened
in.
to you, baby? You got hurt? No wonder. I have not seen him in the game
O'Keefe's
for
checked
a while.
in for Randall. Jay comes in for Bridges.
Should I see
And Miles
games?
McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
Come on, dudes, take the shot.
Now McBride hasn't made one yet. Jay, and he converts the layup. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
1:16 left in the third. Pass to Reed. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Come on,
And
baby.
the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical
Dante, right
defensively."
here.
I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Towns. Now, here's Ingles. And that time, also a missed shot. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the basket by Jay.
The boy's hot.
Jay's got to get 11 here in this quarter alone.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Inside, here's Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Let's
To me,
go.
he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping
scored
his
that
team
mad
hang around this
fast.
one.
And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
That's that old school layup.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the forwards will be Bridges and Hart. Jay out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Randall in its center. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking
Let's
from the outset.
go. Here's Jay. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in.
Hit him with that
Jay's
startup
got
step.
33 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has
Come on, move.
allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Reed kicks to Edwards.
Baby, stay on him. Stay on him.
6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Dillingham with the bucket.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Come on, Brunson.
Brunson the pass to Jay.
Back the ball. What? Okay, wait a minute.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Out to Brunson.
I could have had it.
Rebound.
What
by
happened,
Alexander
Brunson?
Walker. Timberwolves trail by 12.
Yeah.
Edwards.
What's up,
passes
Anthony?
to Alexander Walker.
You ain't going off.
Ingles with the ball.
Move.
Pass to Edwards.
Move.
Shoots the 3.
Get it.
Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the basket by Jay.
Come on, Nas
He
Reed.
has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the
Oh,
fourth.
call timeout.
We've got a timeout
They
call
knew.
from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure
getting
everybody's
destroyed.
coordinated and intent.
That dude look like, what's his name? Keyshawn Johnson?
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now he was very encouraging toward his guys. He said, look, you're working hard out there, but I need you to keep doing that. Crucial point right here. Give me everything you have so you can expect intensity out of this huddle.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
David, much appreciated.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Jay, the pass to Randall. Banked in off the glass.
There we go.
And the Knicks lead by 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is
Oh,
never over.
really?
So you've got to continue to score.
We gonna do
continue
that,
to build
Edwards?
your lead. Well,
Come
the
on.
problem is they haven't gotten production
Oh,
from
straight
any
up.
other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Count it. Good.
Big miscommunication on defense.
Nah, I
He
want that
recognizes
dunk.
it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting
Yo, he could have had
quickly and
that.
capitalizing.
I messed up.
And the basket
Come on,
by
Anthony.
Jay. Jay's got 8.
You better stop messing with me.
You know, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Pass to McDaniels. Hart against Towns. The 3.
I got it.
And he's
No, I
good
don't.
on the 3 ball. Towns has got
That's
9
Big Cat
points
right
here in
there.
the second half.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Here's Brunson. And it's blocked by Conley.
That's okay.
Edwards looking it over. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Randall kicks to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. A 3 ball. And good.
Let's
Three-point
go.
Shot good from Jay. Jay's got 42 in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for New York.
Did you hear
You know,
that
a team can
scream?
have a great shooting night without getting a lot
Come
of assists, but
on.
tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist.
Right there, Bridges.
if the guy you give it to makes
Let's
the
go.
shot. So a lot of assists will up your
That
field
scream
goal
sounded like a
percentage.
live
So this is
NBA
a great
game.
team effort by everyone.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Damn it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Edwards. And he gets the bucket.
Come on, Josh. Yo,
Knicks
why
on
was
offense.
Anthony Edwards not playing like this all game? What happened?
Here's Jay. Brunson outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that
I
was
know
in total
I
control, operating
outscored Anthony
flawlessly.
Edwards
The other just searching
more
for
than
answers
10,
that they
for
could
sure.
never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so
What a
tremendous.
game.
Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the gameplay right here. I hope you enjoyed this video and you can catch me on the next one. I'll see you when I see you. Your boy is out. Peace.